This is just a potential tool for you to use if you'd like in order to sketch out some ideas while you're diving deep into the standards analysis using the test item specifications and the curriculum map. You can print this out or just type it out as you work with it, but there's an area for you to put the standard or the standards you're identifying as a potential phenomenon. Of course, some of these phenomenon have resources like links and tables and pictures, and this would be a place to note either the hyperlink or the source in which is necessary to utilize this phenomenon. Description of the candidate phenomenon, like put in your words here what the teacher may say. Maybe it's a story that leads up to a particular picture or something like that. Here, the description of the rationale, how the phenomenon aligns to the standards. This will be important because this is your justification as to why you and your colleagues would use this, that it's actually staying strongly aligned to the NGSSS. Right here, write a potential student explanation before the content is learned. It's always good to anticipate student thinking and maybe their misconceptions and the things they may say in regards to that phenomenon. Right here, what science practices would you plan for students to use to investigate this phenomenon? That's page 9 of your curriculum map, and that's why you have a hyperlink of this resource on the page, so you can get yourself familiarized with all 8 of those and see which 1 or 2 or more may naturally fit in the investigation process for your students. And lastly, it's good to write a potential student explanation after the phenomenon has been investigated through using the science practices and instructional approaches. Remember, you have all types of learners in your classroom, so you may want to kind of think, how may all of them approach this, or have a few different versions of this? What would an ELL student, ESOL student, sound like and write about in this investigation? Okay, like I mentioned, we're going to utilize this Padlet in order to capture all the brainstorming of the potential phenomena for first quarter standards. The directions are written above, and I'll demonstrate everything I'm saying up there. But if you could try to remember to post your name at the bottom of your entry, like I did here, because everything posts anonymously, I believe, when you have this embedded in Canvas. So I'm using the biology one as an example, and these 2 columns are already populated in each of the Canvas courses that are doing this, each content area that's doing this Canvas course. What I have is I put the standard up here, and then what I would do is add my idea of the phenomenon that is strongly aligned to this standard, my idea. If this idea is rather lengthy and you think you'd be building a huge column here, one of the options when you do the entry is to upload a document. So you may type this out more on a Word document with pictures and other supporting details to show how strongly aligned the idea is to the standard, and then upload it here where we all can kind of look at it together. That's one option you have to do that. The other option is that, notice that's just one standard, and here, as I was mentioning in previous instruction, that we may be bundling standards if we can. So possibly these 2 standards, you can see this one ends right there, and then we add L1413 as 14.3 as well. And these 2, this phenomenon, whatever has been brainstormed, may actually be strongly aligned to these 2 standards, for instance. So that's something you can do. When you jump in on this, if you see your standard already posted, then you could just post down on the bottom underneath and build upon that. If you don't see your standard posted yet, this is where the add to column feature comes in. And what I make reference to in the directions above about a scroll bar, because this scroll bar will just keep building, and this will continue to scroll to the right as far as we can go